here's Chad Kilpatrick with Thanks, Mom.
In 2011, I lost my mother to breast cancer. This is one of the last family pictures that we took together. At her funeral, her uncle came up to me and said, "When you lose someone like your mother, you have a hole in your heart. It can never be filled. You have to learn to live with it." So tonight, I'm excited to talk about 4 amazing mothers that helped me live with that hole in my heart, that helped me become a better parent, and that helped me know that everything was going to be okay. But before I do that, quick question, and raise your hands when I ask this question. Who is lucky to have a mother-in-law in their life? Hands up high. All right, now who actually likes their mother-in-law? Okay, I saw a few hands go down. I see some big waves. There we go. I love my mother-in-law. I just want to point that out. She's right here. So before I go talk about that, and she's here today, so I'm glad she's here. And my son loves her too. I'm lucky to have her in my life. But the first person I'm going to talk about is Jean Culligan. Jean Culligan is an amazing woman. My mother was known to be a mother to many. She was someone my friends could count on. She was always there for them. Jean is the same for countless people here in Lincoln. Jean is someone that you can count on, that you can confide in, and is going to be there for you. I was fortunate enough to work with Jean. Jean would take care of any of my peers and colleagues that didn't have family here in Nebraska. She would take them grocery shopping. If someone got in legal trouble, she was the first person they called. Not me, but true story. Jean is someone that's always there and has always been there for the Lincoln community. And we're so fortunate to have someone like Jean here in our lives. The next person I want to talk about is Amber Williams. My mother was really good at work-life balance. She did a phenomenal job of making sure my brother and I, she was always there for us. She worked 2 jobs at one point, and when she worked the night shift, she would give us a call and check in on us. Amber is a phenomenal mother that knows how to balance work and life. I have learned so much from her personally, and thankful to have her here in the Lincoln community. As I was about to have my son, I was working a lot of hours in the office. Amber pulled me aside and let me know that that is not possible, and you cannot do that anymore. I actually cried in her office. It was a moment that I will always remember. Amber is a phenomenal mother and someone we're lucky to have here in the Lincoln community. The next person I'd like you to meet is Mary Beth Rice. I know many in the room know who Mary Beth is. My mother was really, really good at making sure people felt better about themselves after every conversation that she had with them. Mary Beth does this exact same thing. Mary Beth helped me realize, or helped teach me that don't just go into life being present, go into life having a presence. Listen to people, be empathetic. Mary Beth and my mother would have been great friends. We are lucky to have someone like Mary Beth in the Lincoln community. She's here. Many people, I'm sure, in the room can attest. I know most of this front row can attest how she's had an impact on our lives throughout this time. The next person I would like you to meet is Emily Olinger. And no, that is not Emily's sister. That is her daughter, Anna. They look very similar. Emily loves her daughter. My mother loved my brother and I. Oftentimes, after she passed away, people would come up to us talking about how much she talked about us, how much she loved us. But she was never overbearing. She wasn't a helicopter parent. Emily loves Anna more than anybody loves the daughter that I've ever met before. But she is fair. She gives her feedback. But she will do anything, I mean anything, for her daughter. It's a great reminder every day when I go into work and I hear fun stories or hear frustrating stories. Emily loves her daughter, and it's a good reminder for me as I just welcome the daughter here. I'd like to share the last. It's really easy to talk about these 4 amazing women. It's even easier to talk about my amazing friends. Many of them are here today. This Saturday, we're hosting the 8th annual Carly Kilpatrick Memorial Bags Tournament in my backyard here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Over 300 people come together. They wear crazy costumes, and over the past 8 years, we've raised over $25,000 to breast cancer research. It's a phenomenal event. Yeah, thank you. You know, in 2011, yeah, this guy's sitting in the front row too. So, in 2011, I was scared. I was scared that my mother's legacy wouldn't last much longer after she had passed away. I was scared that my kids would never know or learn about her. I am no longer scared. I shouldn't have been scared. I shouldn't have been scared because of this one person in the world, my mom. And so I'm going to end with, thanks, Mom.